and my
Yeah,
my
yeah, yeah.
word would my name would be on the line for that. But
Oh,
I
okay.
will
Let's not
talk
do
to
that.
him about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's not a
I don't
problem.
wanna
But
I don't wanna do that and then your head just gets blown off, you know?
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's respect.
Someone saying, "Oh, what's
What's
up,
going
mate?"
on, bro?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we're fine,
I'm
brother.
just
You do you.
yeah.
You look like the Bruise Brothers, man. Going to work, huh? See? All right, that's cool. I won't be in your way much longer, brother. Hey, what's the heat? 20 to 50K or 20 to 70K?
30 to 50.
And I use 20 to 50 and it doesn't fuck up, so. Yeah, yeah, nah, 30 to 50 is where I keep it at. They never showed up on me yet.
All right, man.
I'm not
Wait.
make coat. Yo,
Yeah.
good, bro?
You good, man?
Oh yeah, this ain't right. We should probably leave soon here. They're acting
Yeah.
suspicious. Is that your people there? He probably don't want to be here.
Nah, I've got it right. So I've got an Xbox controller case, right? Are there?
It's all good. We're strapped up, bro. I'm not worried about them. They come in acting crazy, man. We'll see about this.
All right.
Bro, hey yo, what you up to, man? You ain't did nothing. You come in and you leave. You come in and you leave, man. What you up to, bro? Uh, uh. Oh, okay, I got you.
Is it your invent? Like what level are you?
When
Like
these three,
your
when these three get done, dude, we're out.
all right, man. Back. Anybody got any food, please?
I think I do. Give me 1 sec here.
Oh no, it's all good. It's all good. I'll just have a cigarette. I'll just have a ciggy, mate.
Let's move out for a minute.
All right.
This is the police, man. The police. You see how easy this was, man? We could have been the police and you would have been fucked.
Yeah, man, you need to take care, much better care. Especially in places like this.
You need protection, man. You gotta know. You need people who know what they're doing. See, I know, man. I know.
You never cook alone,
Yo,
man.
boss,
That's
what's
the
going
first
on, man?
rule of the business. Trust. You
We're
always
inside
need
the
to
lab
have someone
talking to this
outside, man,
gentleman.
taking your back,
Alrighty, boss.
Oh, what? Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to take the tone.
Slavic gang. Well,
We're not a gang, man. We're just regular, everyday people, doing some stuff for money, quick money, man. We don't like to consider ourselves bad people, and don't like people calling us a gang. That implies we
like
do
boss
bad
say.
shit.
We not gang, we business operation or
Exactly,
operative
exactly.
businessman. Yes, he said it. What do you mean? My accent? You got something to say about my accent?
Yeah, we are. Most of us are from Russia, man, but we also have a lot of friends, And we work with all kind of people. Oh, nice to meet you, man. When did you come? After Cold War, right? Nice to hear, man. Oh, of course, man.
So where are the other two cooks that were here? I saw three when I picked for door earlier.
What's up,
I mean-
Kaylee?
Oh,
Left
are
you
you
out to
with
try.
them? Yeah, but we still, nobody takes this place like to them. So try just never to have anything bad happening here, man. You don't want cops sniffing around,
Wait, Caitlin, what happened to boss?
I think his head exploded.
Oh, shit.
Not good.
I
He
think
was
that-
he was with me at the door, and now he's not here.
Now, you heard him say that I was in charge, Kaylee.
Yes.
Well, I don't believe that now that you had her reiterate. This is.
Got a message.
this is.
Show me this
boss.
message. I do not
know
believe
what?
you now.
Yes. I kinda know boss, man.
I'm gonna check.
His head got stuck in the door, and he's at the airport.
Let
Oh
me look
my
at this
God.
message, yeah? Let me see this message where he say you boss.
He called me on the phone.
He's lying.
Do I have to go pick him up?
Here, Sergey, I'll show you the message, man. I'll show you the message.
Oh,
Get the
fucker.
fucking message.
I get
Did
the
you-
message, okay? I get fucking message with the fucking boss. Okay, me. Fuck me, you wanted so aggressive back before, motherfucker. Ah.
Let's fucking go.
That's right.
We got nothing to do here.
Okay.
Let's go get boss. We'll wait at the store and we'll come back.
Yes, man. Just
Hey, man. Have good
make
cooking
sure you
session,
tell
huh?
everyone we are good people. We don't want no trouble, man.
Let's go, cousin.
Same as we don't want trouble happening to us, right? You have a safe cooking night as well. Good luck.
Ajá. El mundo es perfecto gracias al Tusi, no puede ser posible, ajá. El Tusi, suéltame el Tusi malparida, perfecto, suéltame no lo siento más. El mundo perfecto, Dios, el miquito, el hijo de puta miquito, suéltame
el miquito, ya mira el miquito acá.
Sí, yo el Tusi, sírvame el Tusi malparida.
Míralo.
El cielo, el infierno.
Sopla.
Toda mi vida, yo, el mundo.
Que lo sople. Sople pues.
El LCD.
Sí, amor, sí. Ya.
El miquito,
Estás
yo,
estás
estoy en el cielo, en el
sí.
infierno,
Tú eres luz, estás en el cielo. Eres
So we can enter in on side of momentum. Now, regardless of where you fall, whether you're a trend trader, range trader, or trend trader, one thing is going to be certain. We need to establish some key values on where to enter onto our charts. And that's what technical analysis is all about, establishing these key price levels up our graph and utilizing them to our advantage. Now, I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with price action. One way I like to start off scalping is just by working from left to right on my chart and seeing the direction of price. And on the euro dollar here again, we see that price has progressively made a series of higher highs. Now, this is good. This is going to be helpful for our trend-based bias because now I know price is looking to push up towards higher highs. If I fall into that trend trading category, I may look for opportunities to buy. Conversely, if I fall into a breakout strategy, I may also want to look for an available area to go ahead and trade a breakout again to a fresh higher high. which begs the question, how do I identify key levels of support and resistance on a day in and day out basis? And our answer here today for our webinar is going to be through Camarilla pivot points. Now, again, if you have a moment, use that chat box. Let me know if you're already familiar with pivot points. I know a lot of you out there using the classic pivots, but today we're going to mix things up a bit, and I'm going to be using a Camarilla pivot. Now, the calculation is going to be slightly different, but I find that it's going to be beneficial for day trading, and I will show you exactly why here momentarily. I just want to make sure that everybody has the parameters correct on the graph, so we're all looking at the same thing. Looking at Camarilla pivots, and I'm looking at a time frame of D1. What this means to me is once I click OK, I'm going to get one set of pivot lines per trading day. Now, at most brokers, and here at FXCM, you'll see one trading day in Forex is going to constitute 24 hours of trading between 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is when we began right at 1700 ET. It will roll all the way through, again, where we'll have a new set of calculations to develop a new set of points. Now, down to the good stuff. Camarilla pivot points, once we have them uploaded, very easy to read and very easy to decipher. And I see a few of you not familiar with pivot points. That's okay. All we're looking at is the previous day's trading range. Again, we're taking yesterday's information. We're multiplying it out by a fraction to have these key levels of support and resistance updated on our chart. Resistance, going to be very easy to find. They're going to be our green lines up above. And let me just go ahead and label that. It's going to be a resistance line. And this is going to act as our price ceiling. Now, these price ceilings, I like to think of them exactly as that. If you're at home, if you're by yourself, hey, it doesn't matter. Just take a moment, listen to the webinar, but stare up at the ceiling. This is exactly what our green lines are going to represent, a ceiling. It's what's holding us inside of the room that we're in. It's keeping us outside from the elements. Again, a little bit raining here in Dallas, but you'll see as long as that's intact, we reasonably assume that price is going to meander back down the graph. Conversely, we have a key level of support. These are going to be our red lines. Support going to be listed in red, support 1 through 4. These are like the areas of floor of price. Now, again, we can use the example. We can stare down below our feet, if you will, and the floor is what's holding me up as I sit here in my desk chair speaking to you live. Now, if that floor was to fall out, that would be considered a breakout. I may find myself on the lower floor of the building. We'll talk about that here in just a few minutes as we begin to move on with our strategy component. Now, for those of you that are using the classic pivots, let me just go ahead and do a quick Pepsi taste test challenge for you and put these side to side and show you why I choose Camarilla pivots over classic pivots for day trading. It just comes down to the amount of information available for me to trade. Notice when I go ahead and queue up my classic pivots, and allow me just a moment to widen out some of these lines here so we can see the difference between the two. Now, we'll find that the classic pivot's going to be further away from price. And if I click OK, we'll see our thick lines are going to represent our classic pivots, where our thin lines are going to represent our Camarilla pivots. Notice which ones are going to be hugging closer to price and become more relevant as we look to scalp and day trade the market. For me, I have to say Cam pivots are going to be the better value when it comes to support and resistance. Now, that's not to say that you can't use one or the other. Again, it's personal preference, but I always like to take a look between S4 and R4 on our Cam pivots. The distance between those two values going to be just about 50 pips. Now, if I look at my classic pivots and I measure between S4 to R4, the distance is going to be approximately 290 pips. Now, in regards to relevance, certainly the euro has the potential to move 290 pips, but in my 9 years of experience in Forex, I would say those days are going to be fewer and farther between because the average move on the euro dollar from low to high is just a shade over 100 pips, which makes my smaller band of pivot points more relevant as a key level of support and resistance. As scalpers, we need that information as quickly as possible so we can find these levels on the fly and then make an educated trading decision. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and delete our classic pivots off for today as we focus on Camarilla pivots. Now, we need to go ahead and take a look at the key values here on our graph, and those Camarilla pivots going to be labeled between R4 all the way down to R1. And these lines are going to help segment our trading strategy. R3 through S3, arguably some of the most important Camarilla pivots that we have on the graph. These are going to be denoted as our trading range. Now, again, some of you are looking at range trading strategies with price traversing between support and resistance. And this is where the most of the action is going to happen on our graph. Let me just go ahead and label this out as well. This is going to be a trading range. Here we go. We have our trading range between these 2 points, and we reasonably assume as long as price stays between these values that price will continue to ping between support and resistance. And this is exactly how I came to a decision to trade the euro today after having a bounce off of our key level of support. Seeing price at this juncture, now we want to see price continue to trade between these key values and until we have a potential breakout. All right. We can also see a range-based strategy can be non-directional. And that's, again, going back to that question, how do you trade? If I am trading specifically with the trend, that doesn't mean I can't trade my range-based values. Notice if my bias is to buy with a series of higher highs, I can go in. I can begin looking for opportunities to buy off of my lower line. This is going to allow me to trade up towards higher highs in the event that price has made a swing back down, found support, and then jump up towards a higher high. Now, I see some great questions coming in. This is from Forex Gal. Welcome to the program. Happy to have you here. And the first question going to be, the Camarilla pivots almost look equidistant like midlines. Good eye there, Forex Girl. You'll know that these lines are indeed equidistant, and that's part of the beauty of trading and scalping with Camarilla pivots, because it does have built-in targets and positive risk-reward ratios that we can use along with our potential entries. Let me show you exactly what I mean. We had an entry for the euro dollar again off of our bottom line. This was the area where I was looking for an opportunity to buy the market. Now, if I'm targeting the entirety of the range, and that's where I have my key limit, my take profit order up above at R3, this is going to be my take profit order. Notice if I measure the distance between these two from S3 to R3, that's going to be right in the way of 25 pips. Now, because Camarilla pivots is going to be equidistant, if I measure down from S3 to S4, that's going to be half the distance of my trading range, and that's going to come in right at 12.5 to 13 pips. So if I set up my trade, again, buying support in my trading range and looking for a take profit at the top portion of my trading range, that's going to allow me to have a positive risk-reward ratio of 1 to 2 if I set my stop down below support. Let me go ahead and put this out. Here is my ST. I'm using a clear label now, so everybody at home can see. And a risk-reward ratio. I don't know if everybody's familiar. I'm taking a little bit of liberty, but I want to pause